So what do you think, or what are you going to do with the subsidies and expenditure of the government to improve cost of living and also the level of income of the people? Thank you very much.
Now the answer can come. The subsidy bill for 2022, I think, will hit about 80 plus billion, you know. And the subsidy bill goes to everyone. And so what we will do is that this idea that by right, if you have one basic income level, that anything below that government has to supplement, at least to be able to live a decent life. And I mean, that's macam Tun will say, Tan Sri will say, that's in theory. It is in theory, and the reason it remains in theory until today, when everyone expects it to be done. And if we do that, we will be able to save 20 plus billion going forward from time to time, from which we can plow back to many other more important sectors. The reason it remains in theory is because for us to be able to do that, we need the whole infrastructure to do that. That means that the data infrastructure has to be in place. The delivery infrastructure has to be in place. So we hope by rationalization of subsidy, by targeting, it means that it goes directly to those families who are really in need, and we can consolidate all the fragmented cash aid here and price subsidy here, fuel subsidy there, consolidate it ideally into one universal cash aids, and then it goes directly to household. Once we do that, we will be able to strengthen our fiscal condition. We will have extra billions, and those extra billions will go back to education, to health, because that health, for example, is going to be a high cost going forward. And we are slowly becoming an aging society, you know, and it will cost a lot more for me 10, 15 years down the line, for example, than maybe Tan Sri and Tun now. And we live longer nowadays, you know. So in that sense, I think that's why, as I started my speech by saying the easy part of this administration task is the diagnosis. The diagnosis has been spoken about for decades. Is the get on to it. That is difficult. And that is the bit that I say we have actually quite a small window, because all these key decisions, the get on part, has to be done in a matter of months. Because once those big decisions are done, it does take some time to put all the infrastructure in place, to consolidate, and you roll out the pilot test, and then you scale up to the whole country. As much as it sounds extremely complicated if you are looking at it from government's perspective, and that's why it was very difficult to get to be done in the last 1 decade. Once I think we make those decisions and we start the first few steps, everything else I think will move so much faster that hopefully within 2 to 3 years we don't have this discussion anymore. And that's, I think, my task. That's why I say hopefully within 1 year, if I come back here, I can tell straight away whether I fail in my first year or not. But now all those 6 months, hopefully by then, some of the key decisions, and these key decisions have been on the table for a very long time. It just needs to be done, but I think within 6 months, I'm quite positive it will be done. Yeah, so far, yeah. All right?